1997 Jeep Grand Cherokee resistor module for the blower motor, the model number 1622389. My motor stopped working, the blower stopped working, and occasionally it would come back on, but eventually it came to a point where it would no longer come back on. And so here I'm in Florida, and it gets too hot to drive without the air conditioner working. So I pulled the blower motor off and tested it on a battery, and it's fine. And so the next thing to test down the line was the resistor module, and there it is. I pulled it off and found the classic burning hot connector there. You can see how it burnt the board. It's $150 for the replacement module, and so I'm thinking, I can just fix it. I'll just hot wire that connector straight to the wire in the connector. But the problem that I'm having is there's a cap. The cap came off, and that's where the cap goes, right there. But I don't know which way it seats, and the only indicator on this cap of polarity is there's a little difference in thickness. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Looking at it from this angle, I don't know if you can see there. It's a little thicker on the top side there than it is on the bottom side. That's all cool, but still, I don't know which way it goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to float it in there and test it. I've got a 50-50 chance of getting it right. So I'm going to float it in there, plug it in and test it and see what happens. And there it is. I floated it. I found a little clue for that capacitor. It was a little thicker on one side than on the other. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Come on, you little bitch. So, see, I got the thicker side facing the connector and the thinner side facing the coil. I don't even know if you can really tell, but there was an indication on the board that I thought I'd just go with. The holes were a little bit offset inside of that square. I'm sure it's a misleading indicator, that I went with it, and there's my little power cord. I have that soldered to the board, and I cut a little notch out of there so that it can feed through, and I'm going to put it in and see what happens. So here I have the resistor module installed in test mode. I don't know if you can see, I've got the connector with two wires connected back there to the board, and then I've got the hot wire going to a lead, and I'll show you in the next images how that lead is connected to the board. It lifted a trace, so I had to actually do some other mods to the board, but there it is connected to the board, and it's connected to the fan. And I have the fan out. So here's a moment of truth. Turn it on, and now I'm going to start the blower. Ah, look at that. Turning it up faster. Works like a charm. Look at that. I will test it a little bit more to make sure that that board and that trace don't overheat, but it's working. Thanks for watching.